Bienvenue, messieurs. We are all present, so we can begin. Monsieur Eaton, please continue your testimony from the moment you landed yesterday.
Okay guys, so welcome back to my channel. We're carrying on with Bohemian killing. We're going to find a way to get out of this murder, because we did do it. We just don't want to turn on the machine.
Then I turned on my prototype machine to interrogate prisoners. I turned off my prototype machine to interrogate prisoners.
Would I want to pick up the dagger? Would that just make me look suspicious if I did that? No, let's leave the dagger there.
I opened a hidden door behind my bookcase, leading to my second workshop. I closed the hidden door behind my bookcase, leading to my second workshop.
And if I go to sleep, that will end my testimony, and then I won't have killed anyone? Let's try that.
I was tired after the banquet, so I immediately went to sleep. I was even too tired to undress. Is it all you want to testify, Monsieur Eaton?
Yes.
Oui, Monsieur le Président. And so I close the hearing. It is time to present your positions.
Okay, we'll see how we did then.
Monsieur le Président, the accused tried to trick himself off the responsibility. He used cunning rhetoric, trying to hide more and more of his new lies. However, in view of the evidence presented by the prosecutor, I have no doubt that Alfred Eaton, defendant who appeared today before the court, murdered Marie Capet in cold blood. Please, let the High Court not be deceived by his tearful stories about a poor gypsy from the country who gained his success with hard work, and which Marie Capet so cleverly tried to destroy. It was the accused who destroyed the life of a poor girl and her family with full premeditation.
No, I didn't.
And what
Lies.
did that poor girl do
She died.
to deserve such cruel fate? She was searching for a better life, and was employed as a maid in the same building in which a dangerous psychopath lived. According to the prosecution, the accused is guilty, Monsieur le Président. Therefore, I apply for recognition of Alfred Eaton, defendant who appeared today before the court, guilty of all charges against him, and for imposition of the death penalty by beheading on the guillotine.
Where's the jury?
Thank you. Monsieur le Président, Monsieur Prosecutor used a lot of high-flown words. However, during the preparation of indictment, he made many mistakes. As to the hotel room, my client had never rented a room in the Caucasus Hotel. The guest book was falsified, and the clerk made a false statement. As to the alleged attempt to use the torture device on the victim, my client did not intend to use his interrogation device, which the prosecutor describes as a torture machine, neither on Marie Capet nor on anyone else. This is indicated by the letter sent by my client to the Ministère de la Justice with a proposal of a lawful use of the equipment to serve the law as well as society. The journal of Alfred Eaton clearly proves it, where he writes that he does not intend to use his device against honest, innocent people. It is important to emphasize the relationship of Marie Capet and my client. According to the testimony of the victim's parents, she felt a deep resentment and contempt, both for my customer and for his work and success. As to the meeting with Marie Capet in his apartment, indeed, Marie Capet came to visit my client in his apartment. However, he did not let her in. We do not know where Madame Capet's fingerprints from inside of that apartment came from.
But I did let her in.
As for Alfred Eaton's weapon, Please note, Monsieur le Président, that my client testified that he had not had the murder weapon on himself. The knife was in his secret workshop all that time. Everyone could have stolen it and then dropped it off.
Exactly.
As for the murder, as my client testified, he did not kill Marie Capet. So, who did? As it clearly appears from the letter to Monsieur Brissot, the maid, Marie Capet, was sent shortly before the murder. I would like to add that the letter was sent from a non-existent organization, and remuneration for Marie Capet's work was not provided. So who and why had she been sent? As for the testimony of the neighbor who saw Alfred Eaton entering the building covered in blood, according to my client's testimony, that meeting had never taken place, so the witness made a false testimony. Taking into account the evidence from the neighbor's opinions, the witness might have had a motive, an aversion towards my client, and racial prejudice.
Seems to be a lot of people
Thank
hate
you,
me.
Monsieur le Président.
Okay, we're in the prison now. Okay. Can I open the door? Send a letter from Paris. Read the letter from Paris.
Your father and I are quite sure that you did not do it. You couldn't have. We love you, and we are waiting for you at home.
Good. Thank you.
Please leave this cursed Paris and return to your home parts. Mama et Papa. P.S. Papa asks you not to mention the hotel guest book. Apparently you know what that means? Cher, your father and I are praying for you, and we believe that the court will be merciful. Maman et Papa. Postscriptum. Papa is sorry that it did not work as he had planned.
What? Ready to go to sleep. From Hugo Eaton.
I am in a deep regret that you had to stand before the court accused of such a terrible deed. I assure you that I deeply believe in your innocence and will do my best so that you can continue to work for the glory of Le Feu and toute la France. Cordialement, Hugo Argent.
Okay. Alright, so Marie.
You gypsy scum. You can be sure that you will take responsibility for what you have done to our daughter. You will be beheaded, and even neither your millions nor your connections will be able to help you. Is the stolen money not enough? Is your wrongdoing to all these poor people not enough? You had to tear everything away from us, including our only daughter. Death to the rich.
Wow.
Vive la nouvelle révolution.
They're strong.
Monsieur Eaton, the French Gypsy Association wishes to send you support and condolences for the persecution caused by your gypsy origin. We are aware that it was the main cause of your indictment. We offer you a safe haven if you decide to leave the prison in less official way. One of our persecuted members, who had also been imprisoned in the prison de la Santé, mentions the decayed walls in most of the cells. Maybe you could use this information? Signed, X.
So I can destroy walls? Like, that's the power cable coming through the wall. Wow. You would not see that nowadays, would you? Let's turn on some water. Apparently you can't turn on the water. So you got a bed, you got a chair. That's the letter again. Go to sleep, open door. I want some food. Let me out. No, okay. Break the bars. No, can't break any bars. We can go to sleep. Let's go to sleep, shall we? There's nothing else I can do in the room, so might as well.
Monsieur Eaton, please hurry. The court is ready to announce the verdict.
What? I've literally just been like, you just woke me up.
The verdict on behalf of the République Française. The court, as present, hereby finds that Alfred Eaton, accused of murdering Marie Capet, is guilty of the charges against him, and sentences the accused to the death penalty by beheading on the guillotine.
Okay.
The executions will be done in Prison de la Santé the next day.
Yay! I get to have my head taken off my body. So I unlocked 3 bits of evidence. I gained the judge's confidence 3 times. Obvious lies uncovered by the court, 4 of them. And discovered game ending number 7. Justification of verdict. There is no doubt that Alfred is guilty of the murder. The court found no mitigating circumstances favour the accused. Therefore, the most severe punishment was... Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have our heads chopped off, guys. But I think we can play this through again and see if we can get another ending. Like, oh, this is gonna be nice. Okay, so that's 1 of 9 endings. So let's try again. Okay.
She should be here by now.
Right, so T to check times. That's it. 'Cause I need to...
So let's get started.
So 1 to draw dagger. But there's blood already on the wall when I got here. Something's already gone down. Runs in real life. It's important to arrange a reliable testimony. Something's going down. So this was me, wasn't it? This is me coming through the... Can I skip this bit because we've done this already? That guy's face is just a bit creepy, isn't it, really? Can I just admit that I went and did exactly everything as it says? But surely that would be an ending. Why are you shouting? Oh, that's grim. Everywhere. Okay. So we're going back into it again.
Monsieur Eaton. Monsieur Eaton.
Yes, I'm here, I'm here. Okay, so we can skip all of this now because we can just do our testimony.
Monsieur Eaton.
I want the attorney's help during testimony. Yes, always do. Because it's always good for him to have my back. That's the best thing to have. Okay, right, so...
For a moment, I admire...
Q. Right, the accused was at the theatrical premiere. Okay. Supporting evidence. Hugo agent's testimony. Okay, so that is till 8:30. The accused rented a room on his name at the hotel. Okay, so there's the guest book. So if I remove the guest book, would that help? So if I go to the hotel now...
I decided to go for an evening walk. I opened the gate.
What's the time? It is 9 o'clock.
I opened the door and walked into the Caucasus Hotel. It's currently 9 o'clock. Rent a room and explain why. But I'm not going to be doing that until 25, isn't it? It's 9 o'clock now. Let's have a look. Accused rented a room on his name at the hotel, which adjacent to the building in which he lives. Okay. So I need to do that at 9:25. So I need to go for a phone call. I opened the inner door.
I don't need to do any shopping. I do need to make a phone call though. make a couple of calls.
I spent a few minutes talking on the phone.
Okay, so this is the next one. This is that thing. So it is soon to be coming up to it. So let's buy an apple. Shall we? We like to go shopping. Let's buy some ham this time. Let's buy some ham. Yeah.
I bought a few things from my vending machine.
Check the time again. Right, we're close enough.
I closed the inner door.
Okay, so we're close enough that we can rent a room.
I wanted to rent a room in a hotel, but the clerk said that a room had already been rented in my name. He said it's on the top floor and gave me a spare key.
Monsieur Eaton, do you claim that you did not rent that room?
Oui, Monsieur le Président. But I knew it could not be a coincidence. The name Ethan is not that common.
So you tried to learn more from the clerk?
Yes.
Yes, however, he hid behind his professional secrecy. I knew he wouldn't tell me a thing.
I do not understand one more thing. You live next to the hotel, so why did you want to rent a room there?
Sometimes I meet up with some girls of the Moulin Rouge, and due to my reputation, I prefer not to do it in my apartment.
Did you meet Marie Capet face to face?
No, Monsieur le Président, never.
I understand. Please continue.
Okay.
I wanted to check the guest book, but I couldn't do that with the clerk nearby.
So I need to make a distraction.
I threw a coin into the fountain of the hotel lobby.
Okay, right. So we can go upstairs to our room.
Then I opened the elevator grate. Then I took the elevator to the second floor.
Because that's apparently where my room is. It's on the second floor. There's a paper down there. I could possibly go down and have a look at those. Oh, wow, this is a very nice hotel, isn't it?
I opened the elevator grate.
And had a look round. Can I run? Not overly. I can have a look.
For a moment, I admired the images showing the beauty of Paris.
It does look really nice like that, doesn't it? There was
I examined the historic tableware.
There's some cigars and stuff about. There's
Then
okay.
I opened the door.
The door's come back and hit me in the face. What's that about? Alright, so this was my room.
Later, I entered the room.
I wanted to find out some information. So there's some champagne laid out. There's a paper. Go to sleep and end testimony.
Then I left the room into the corridor.
I can do that from my bath. There's two ways to enter that room. That is
I
weird.
opened the door and entered the room.
So I see the champagne.
Later, I tasted some champagne from the ice bucket. I wanted to learn something about that hotel room, allegedly rented by me. I dialed the front desk and asked a staff member to check something in the backyard. Then I left the room into the corridor.
Okay. Then, as I'm very, very drunk, apparently,
Then I opened the door.
go downstairs.
Then I opened the elevator grate. Later, I took the elevator to the ground floor.
Wonder if I can make myself look really, really innocent in this by, like, doing this. Okay, this drink needs to start wearing off, seriously.
Then I opened the elevator grate.
Ah, good, he's gone.
I checked the guest book. There was my surname, and a signature which I recognized immediately. It was the signature of my father.
Ooh, that's different.
Monsieur le Président, the evidence mentioned by my client has already been presented by the prosecutor. But I must add that we commissioned the handwriting expert. This is the proof marked with number 1. It states that the signature appearing in the hotel guest book really belongs to Antoine Eaton, father of the accused.
Then Monsieur Antoine Eaton will be re-examined as a witness. The hearing will take place at the next trial. I ask to duly summon the witness. The accused can return to his testimony.
I'm a witness? Or is my dad being summoned as a witness? Okay, so I've done everything in here. What's the next thing? Accused enters his apartment in the company of Marie Cabet, or let her in, probably wanted to test her on the prototype of the torch machine of his construction. When the woman realised the accused intended to do, she grabbed a metal rod lying in the room and hit the accused in the head. Seizing the opportunity, Marie Cabet left the apartment. So there's fingerprints, there's torture machine documentation, there's a metal rod, the police report, history of torture book, and medical expertise. And then she ran into a nearby thing. Okay, right. So let's have a look then.
I opened the door and walked out into the street.
So there's a lot of things I need to do in this then. But I want an innocent verdict this time. We're not going to go into the pub until we need... When's the bit where we come in covered in blood? One of the neighbours passed the accused at the front door of the building in which they both lived. The clothing was accused was stained with blood. Okay, so at 11:30 I need... before 11:30 I need to go to the pub, get beaten up, and then come back in, because then I'll be covered in blood, won't I? So
I
let's
opened
enter
the
the building.
door and entered the building where my apartment is.
Because I need to be there upstairs in a bit, don't I? So I'm going to check my mail.
I found a letter from the Ministère de la Justice.
Okay, we already know about this bit, so we can skip this bit, can't we?
Monsieur le Président.
Because it was all about that one that says that
I opened the door.
like the Justice Department was allowing me to use their stuff, so look out the window.
For a moment, I watched the fireworks
Yeah.
over the rooftops of Paris.
We always do that. So I don't need to be upstairs for another wee bit,
I
so
knocked at Monsieur Brissot's door, and he called back.
Do you always visit?
yes, we do.
Monsieur Brissot is...
Yes.
Please, return to your testimony.
Thank you. So we can skip quite a lot of this then, because, hey, I'm just going to have a conversation with him.
I heard noise.
Did you, Rick? Please testify.
Okay. Right, opening
I
the door.
opened the door to the living room of Monsieur Brissot.
Read the letter.
There was a letter, tucked. Monsieur le
We've done this one. Okay, so we don't need to do that again. I think it's more when we find something new. We can have a chat with him.
The apartment of Monsieur Brissot was full of memorabilia. I looked at them for a moment.
Let's have a chat with him then.
For a good 10 minutes, I talked to Monsieur Brissot. And again, we had an argument. Yes, Monsieur le Président.
Did your neighbors?
Yes, I was going...
So you...
Oui.
Okay, we can skip for this bit. Because... she entered my apartment at 10:05. What is the time now? Okay, so we can mostly go upstairs and go for a bath, I think. Like, we've had a chat, we had a
I
good
opened
gossip,
the door to the living room.
and then we went home.
Then I opened the door and left the apartment.
And then went upstairs. We're going to go to my own...
Then I used the stairs.
Go into my own
I
room.
opened the door and entered my apartment.
Good.
Then I opened the door.
Put away some groceries.
I put my groceries into the cabinet in the kitchen.
I had some leftover dinner.
I ate the leftovers from my lunch and drank some wine.
Cooked dinner for
I
tomorrow.
was cooking dinner for the next day.
Right, so we've got about 20 odd minutes.
I opened the inner door.
No, just because I'm walking around my house.
I opened the inner door. I pressed the piano key. I cannot play, but I bought the piano to fit the interior decoration.
Went for a shave, you know me.
I wanted to shave, but I cut myself with a razor. I was all covered in blood.
What time is it? Have I got enough time? Ooh, that wouldn't leave me enough time, would it? Can I wash my face in the kitchen? I don't particularly want to take a bath, I just want to wash my face. No, it doesn't look like I have something here that I can do, or wash my face, or something like that.
Then I used the stairs.
So I got my invention, because I could work on the invention, couldn't I? Is that how long? 30 minutes. I don't have time for 30 minutes. I could make a call. Then that should be enough
I
time.
spent a few minutes talking on the phone.
Who did you call?
It has nothing to do with the case, Monsieur le Président.
Well, please continue.
You have an important thing appearing, so she's going to be turning up soon. What time is it now? She's here early. Yes, I'm coming. I
Then
cut my face.
I used the stairs.
I'm coming!
I heard someone knocking at the door. I opened it, and there she was, Marie Capet. She saw my condition, and it apparently got her upset, but I assured her that everything was in order. I invited Marie Capet inside. She said she remembered me from school and was curious how things turned out for me. She had been recently hired as a maid by my neighbor, Monsieur Brissot. I showed her my apartment, my designs and inventions. She was delighted. So I thought maybe she would be interested in my interrogation machine. I took her to my private workshop.
I can turn that on, or I can read a book, or pick up my journal, check my safe, or say goodbye to Marie Capet. So Marie Capet ran to a nearby hotel at 11:15. How long has she been with me? Well, she still apparently needs to be here for a very long time, so we can check my journal.
My journal, in which I described the construction process. Monsieur le Président.
We've done all this. She's still here. How long did that take me? No time at all, apparently. Let's read a book.
I read for a while about the history of torture.
That wasn't 15 minutes. Dagger was still there. Checked the...
I saw that the safe was open, and Capet had stolen the designs of my most important invention.
Why do you think Madame Capet did it?
I don't know, Monsieur le Président, but I was going to find out.
Pick up the
I
dagger.
picked up the mechanical dagger lying on the desk.
Why do you need a weapon, Monsieur Eaton?
I wear it to ensure my safety.
Do you feel unsafe?
I am a wealthy gypsy. At least 1/3 of the population of this city wants me dead.
I understand. Please continue.
Okay, guys. So this is taking a drastic turn from the last time. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave this one here for today, and we will continue on to the next episode. See what we have to do. Do I even have a reflection, or am I a vampire? I am apparently a vampire. Yes. Well, I don't have any feet, so yeah. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna see you in the next one.
I opened the inner door.
Yeah, we're going to see you in the next one. So, thank you for coming, guys. If you did like this, then please do hit that like button. And if you want to see more, then please do subscribe. But I'll see you in the next one. Bye.